1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says Russian digital account has achieved another milestone as inflows crossed $1.5 billion on Friday. The Foreign Minister has said Pakistan has internationalized the Kashmir dispute by forcefully pleading the case of oppressed Kashmiris, exposing the real face of Modi and his Hindutva philosophy at World Fora. The National Security Advisor says Pakistan has always wanted an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned political settlement in Afghanistan, as it is the only way forward to achieve peace in the region. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, a senior Congress leader terming abrogation of Article 370 a big mistake has demanded its restoration. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says Russian digital account has achieved another milestone as inflows crossed $1.5 billion on Friday, and investment in the Naya Pakistan certificates is surpassing $1 billion. In a tweet today, the Prime Minister, sharing the good news from the State Bank of Pakistan, said the accounts and deposits have set new records since achieving the milestone of $1 billion 2 months ago. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is planning to establish sports grounds at the Union Council level all across the country. This was announced by the Prime Minister on Twitter. He also shared pictures of the newly established sports ground for youngsters of Banigala. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said Pakistan is not diplomatically isolated, rather effectively engaged with different parts of the world. Responding to points of the opposition members in the National Assembly, he said the country is engaged with Europe, United States, Russia, the African continent and the Muslim world to strengthen its relations. He said India's designs to push Pakistan into diplomatic isolation have failed. The Foreign Minister said Pakistan has cordial relations with Saudi Arabia and the country's ties with other Gulf countries including the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Kuwait are strong. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said the government has internationalized the Kashmir dispute by forcefully pleading the case of oppressed Kashmiri people at all fora and exposing the real face of Narendra Modi and his Hindutva philosophy. He said Pakistan should not be in the grey list as the country has fully complied with 26 out of 27 action items of the Financial Action Task Force. The advisor to the Prime Minister on National Security, Dr. Moeed Yusuf, says Pakistan will not allow any country to use its soil for terrorism and subversive activities. Talking to a private news channel, he said Pakistan is playing a significant role in maintaining peace in the entire region. The National Security Advisor said the prevailing situation in Afghanistan is a cause of concern for the entire region. Dr. Moeed Yusuf said Pakistan has always wanted an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned negotiated political settlement in Afghanistan, as it is the only way forward to achieve peace in the region. The Pakistan Navy ship PNS Saif visited Kuwait during deployment on regional maritime security patrol. According to the spokesperson of the Pakistan Navy, commanding officer of Pakistan naval ship Saif held important meetings with Kuwait naval officials. During the meetings, matters of mutual interest were discussed and further enhancement of bilateral ties in all spheres was reaffirmed. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, one civilian has been killed and 3 others injured in a grenade attack in Srinagar district. Meanwhile, 2 explosions rocked the high-security Air Force station at Jammu Airport in the early hours. Media reports said 2 drones were used to carry out the attack inside the Air Force base. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, senior Congress leader Saifuddin Soz has said the abrogation of Article 370 was a big mistake by the Indian government. In a statement issued in Srinagar, he said rejecting the Indian Home Minister Amit Shah's assertion that Article 370 was the root cause of militancy. He said the real issue in Jammu and Kashmir is restoration of autonomy. The Arab coalition has intercepted 3 explosive-laden drones and 1 ballistic missile launched from Yemen by the Houthis towards the southern region of Saudi Arabia. In a statement, the Arab coalition stressed that the Houthi militias deliberately targeting civilians. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has performed the groundbreaking of the construction of the canal Istanbul to connect the Black Sea and the Marmara Sea. Speaking on the occasion, he said Canal Istanbul will significantly ease the heavy traffic of the 30-kilometer-long Bosphorus Strait. The new canal is expected to be completed in 6 years with a cost of $15 billion American dollars. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.